Hello everybody. This was a makeup for a job interview. So I'm using the Makeup Forever cream palette that has color corrector, foundation, bronzer, and blush. So I'm using these three colors for my face. I'm using a technique that are known as like Hailey Bieber's technique, I guess, which is mixing a milky toner to your foundation. So I'm just dropping a few drops of my milky toner to the palette directly, which could make a mess a little bit, but whatever. This is really help you achieve the glowy skin people always talk about, and it's really good for dry skin or mature skin. But if you have oily skin, I don't really recommend it because it really makes you glowy and a little bit shiny and oily. So I have really dry skin, so I love it, but you wouldn't love it if you have oily skin. And I'm mixing the same toner to a little bit darker color and the bronzer because the bronzer is a little too dark for me. So yeah. So I'm building the color a little by little. I'm being a little bit cautious about it because I don't want to just make a stamp because I didn't get self tan or anything here. So I was very light here. My forehead and under my cheekbone, then yeah, on the chin, under my jawline. And then I used the NARS concealer. I used the color corrector already under my eyes. So yeah, on the top of that, I used that concealer. I use just the littlest amount of concealer because I don't want to enhance the wrinkles under my eyes. I just hit 40 like a few months ago and I started seeing more wrinkles recently and I just fucking hate it, And I'm using this uh dark, not dark, like taupey, like cool tone brown colors lip liner to contour my nose. This is from uh Makeup Forever. Sorry, my brain just stopped working. Um yeah, I am contouring my nose in a way like very uh anatomical. Is that a word? Yeah. So just kind of like enhancing the bone structure of a human's nose, but make it narrower. And then yeah, blend it really well, then you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Nothing crazy. And then I used this Bobbi Brown lipstick that I got as sample like long time ago. I didn't really use it because I found it too dark, so I use it as a blush. So yeah, you don't have to use a lip product, especially lipstick, on the lips always. You can use it as a blush if you don't really use it as a lip product because it's too dark or because it's too bright or because it's too light or whatever. Then yeah, you can use it as a blush. If you blend it out, it doesn't look too dark or too bright or anything like that. So yeah, this one is kind of like dark mauvey pink color, so I use it as my blush and it's really good. It's really good day to day, everyday color. So, and then to set my under eye, I always use this Dior press powder because I've talked about it in my last video. I've heard that pressed powder has some kind of, they always use some kind of oil to bind the loose powder um together, so it has a little bit more hydrating component to it. So I use that under my eyes because my under my eyes is terrible, terribly dry. So, and it's been good. And for the rest of my face, I just use regular loose powder. This is from Kosas, which is known to be a little bit less drying. So, yeah. And I use it only on the part where I need setting. So, like, yeah, on my forehead, here, and here, around my nose. So, I would just leave like around my cheeks, basically. And then, yeah, eyebrows. I really don't have much hair on my eyebrows, but I still like to make them look upset a little bit by using eyebrow gel. Yeah, it looks kind of funny, but in my head it makes difference. And this is just the old original Hourglass palette. I don't know if anybody would remember this, but you can buy all this powder individually still, I think. Yeah. So nothing's discontinued, I think. And I think this one is Mood Exposure or something. The blush that I use. Yep. And then I use the highlighter from the palette on my cheekbone and on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose to highlight. And then I use this NYX brow pen. It's just the best one out there. It's not expensive and works really well. I just bought the blonde one to match with my hair color, and it's been blessing. I love it. I love it. See? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. So the job interview went really well. The the interviewer talked so much. It went like 1 hour and a half. And he offered me the job, but I decided not to take it because the payment system was just nightmare. And for the job interview, I like to do certain eyeliner, but I don't really like to use like eyeliner, like liquid eyeliner or anything like that, because that's too intense and that's more like going out feel to it. So I like to use this flat brush and eyeshadow, like black or dark brown, most likely dark brown, because black is still intense. And I wouldn't make like dramatic eyeliner, like eyeline wing, but I would just stamp it like very thin eyeline, very close to eyelash line. So that way my eyes look a little more awake. Especially when your job interview is set in the morning, I could look very like sleepy, so. And this job interview was in the morning, so I did that. So that's what I'm doing. And then I use two setting spray these days from MAC. One to melt all the powder into my skin, and the other one for longevity. And it's been working pretty good. And mascara, I cannot skip that. I know I guess it's like a new trend, like skipping mascara, but no, not for me. And I use Oak lip liner from MAC and this Dior lip glow, I think. That's that one. Number one, which is the pink one. And then I just did a low ponytail And then I took off my piercing, with just one piercing, which is this one. It was like a little too cute for a job interview. So I took that off, and yeah, that's what I did. And then I just wore like beigey blazer. Yeah, that's what I did. And I came back from the job interview and then fixed my makeup a little bit before I went to work. I used this Buxom lip liner, which was a little bit more like darker brown. And then I used the same lip glow from Dior, the big one, pink lip balm. So yeah. So it was a busy day. And then very tired day. So thank you for watching.